There it is, guys. Look at there. ST90, at least one of them. And actually, see that H&H cycle in Eastlake, Ohio? Yeah. That was where I went when I was a kid. The dream to look at bikes and go, oh, I want that bike. Well, here they are. I actually have it now. So I'm going to look and see which one I'm going to put together. I think I'm going to do the green one. I think that's going to clean up a little bit better than the H&H cycle one. It's got some dents on it, but it's a cool color. There's a lot of red ones, so I don't see too many of this color. Engine's been torn apart, so that's why I'm going to use that engine to see if we can get that to work on here. Now, I'm not going to put all this frame together on the show here. We're just going to do the engine. My job right now is to get this ready to put the engine on for you so you can see this on Sunday. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start putting it together, and then we'll take the engine and all that stuff off. Well, you're watching it now. Sunday, 11 a.m. All right, guys. See you in a few. Well, there it is on the lift. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I put a different pair of shocks on it to hold my fat butt. We're going to drop this engine. I'm going to have to order a key. I didn't have one in my stash of keys, which are right there in that containers. So all my Honda keys, but I don't have one for this one. That's a, I think that one said it was a 9390 or something like that. Let's see here. 9390. It is 9390. I can get one of those on eBay, have it cut, and I can have it. Either that or I'll probably just have another ignition set upstairs because I'm going to have to change the gas tank anyway. It's rusty inside, homemade gas cap. Oh, yeah. She's rusty. So we're going to drop this engine. Handlebars, I might do some switching around. I have another front rim and tire. We're going to switch that, but we're not going to do that with the video. We're just going to do the engine. I'm just kind of going over what's bad on here. Headlights missing. Fork was leaking. Ooh, a little rusty. But I found an exhaust hanging upstairs. We're going to use that. Hopefully this carburetor is going to work. Hopefully it's not all junky inside. So I got to use that neck and that carburetor for the H model engine. Clutch engine, that is. And the rear tire is split, dry rotted. Unfortunately, I don't have another rim. So this would have to be re-chromed. I'm just going to probably clean it up and paint it, but right now I'm not going to. I'm just going to change that tire so we can drive it around at the end of this video. And I've got taillights, I got seats, and blah, blah, blah. So, oh yeah, and I got the chain. Hopefully that will fit on here. There's some parts I'm going to use, possibly off the old CL. Yeah, I got to mark this stuff, put it in a box so it can go on Fleabay. All right, guys, let's drop this engine. There's only one bolt holding it on anyway. So, I might just take this head off. Just like that. That was pretty easy. I mean, it's a shame someone left this out in the weather. I mean, it looks like they redid everything. I could probably finish this up, but everything has to be gone through and cleaned again. Inside the engine, that's a shame because it seems to be locked up right now, being that it was probably in the rain. Yep, definitely locked up. That's a shame too. These engines are hard to come by. So if the transmission's good, I might split the cage just to see what the transmission looks like, because normally that's what goes bad is the transmission. So it's got a nice sprocket. So I'm actually going to leave this engine with this frame because I do believe the number matches. 101. 101, yep. It's matching number engine. So I'm not going to get rid of this engine, and I'll leave it with the bike even if I sell it because this is the original engine. So, yeah. On that note, I still like to tear it apart and see what it looks like on the inside after being out in that weather. Never know. Oh, there is a nut on that side. Okay. Glad there's a nut here. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. And I am a nut all the time. Who's this camera girl? All right. Here we go. Voila. And one engine is dropped. Man, this thing was clean. Somebody was rebuilding this bad boy. Well, we'll have to go through it. Maybe that'd be a wintertime project. I mean, it only had like 3,000 miles on it. Yeah, it's a shame. I wish I wasn't bearing wasn't frozen up, because you know what's going to happen. Even if you loosen that bearing and get it working again, when it's running, it's going to make that grinding noise. So that bearing would need to be replaced. Unless you want a nice noisy engine. That's a brand new sprocket. Yeah. And it's only on there just sitting there. But the rust got to it. Oh yeah, that's rusted under pretty good at the moment, so that's gonna have to get worked. Unless it's, it looks like the same sprocket I have on that other engine, so. But I am gonna have to use these foot pegs. Now is the wiring here. You gotta look for that. All right. Well, this might be just a fast video. Yeah, I still got to change these wheels and change this gas tank, and yeah. Now, before I actually put this engine down and away, mark it, I'm gonna take these foot pegs off, which are on backwards. I actually bought this bike down in Portland, Indiana a few years ago for a project. Waiting for that project, and now's the day. Today's the day for the project. Okay. All right, now we got that off. And those are actually pretty nice foot peggies. All right, we're going to put this engine aside. I'm actually going to mark it green ST90, so I know where that came off from. Also, I've got to look into this here. Color code check. This is going to be interesting. Bolt holes all match. Thing is, what I'm looking for is the color code here. Make sure all this wiring does connect. I gotta make sure it's clean, which it is. All three of those wires. Is it clean in there? No, those are very dirty. I'm gonna have to clean those. But color code wise, here's white. White. Let me get my super clean on that right there. Super clean will clean that. Let me see. Yes, I'm not promoting the super clean again, but I really like using this stuff. Okay, there's the wires. Can't really tell what colors they are, but let's see. And now I sprayed that down with super clean. Ooh, wow, those colors shined up nice. How about these? A little faded. Shined up a lot better. I can see the colors now. These colors shine up pretty good. Not too shabby. All right, so that's white. That's green with a red stripe, which is the green with the red stripe. Of course, now this one's different in color. This is brown, this is pink. But the yellow's the same. And this green, or blue, whatever, teal, blue, is the black on this one. So it's got to be the same. But we're going to clean up that plug there. See how corroded it looks? Yeah. I'm going to have to get my little Dremel set out on that. And some tuner cleaner. So the next thing I got to do is fix this wire, because good old Jerry, Tom and Jerry, chewed on that. As Taryl will say, fluffy. Gerbil. Rodent. There we go. I like that word better. Rodent. So, all right. Okay. Oh, did they get that one too? They got the neutral light wire. I think that one should be shallow jibbo. Oh, they got this one too. Yeah, it looks like that might be salvageable. Yep, they just chewed into a little bit. So I'm going to silicone them. Should be fine. But this one here definitely needs to be fixed. So I'm just going to go ahead and extend that wire, resolder it, because I bet you it's going to be green past that part here. Let's see. No, that part's not green. Usually Fluffy defecates in it and it turns it green all the way through. Wow. Okay. I'll find myself another piece of white wire. Use some shrink tube on both these wires. Of course, you don't want to watch me do that, so I'll just go ahead and do it. And fix that wire. Alright, I'm going to grab some shrink tube here. Tell you what, guys, I'm getting hangry. I gotta eat myself some dinner. I haven't done it. So, that was fun. I just popped right off there. Ooh, that's gonna be tight. Yeah, these metal tanks, I never liked them in these things. Plastic ones were always better. Yep, I know. I'm using a screwdriver on here. Now, okay. You know, I gave Taryl his paper back. That was fun. But anyway. We're just hacking away. Yeah, destroying against it. Yeah. Oh, here it comes. Ta-da! You guys, just so you know, just so you see it, there you go. Big old hole in the bottom of that tank. It was garbage anyway. So I wasn't destroying it for no reason. That didn't help holding it in there. What does that look like? Like a jockey strap. crap. I'm definitely hungry. Okay. As for the harness, the brake wire, I'm looking for the one wire that goes down to the black one, goes down to the engine. Right there. So I don't know what that wire's for. I guess we don't need it. Strangely enough. I'm going to look in a book. Yeah. All right. Now, in case you guys are wondering, now I've got to take this coil off, which I've already loosened the bolts. And then the wiring here, this black wire plugs into the coil. Now, the ST90s don't have this. The coil is mounted under the engine. So, I hit the wire. Look at there. Up in here, there's the coil. Now, as for this wire can plug into here to replace where the wire went into the CL90. So this is your points. So the green wire will plug into here, which turns into the black wire here. Okay. Now the black wire on the wire harness, if I get it down a little bit, is the blue wire, which that goes to the coil, just like what you see on the engine here. So that connects to the coil inside. So that way when the points can break it and whatever, and the rest is all the same. Even though some of the colors might be a little different, everything else is the same. So, and I already checked. Now what I did is I hooked up the wire. I had everything hooked up, electrical. Wasn't getting any spark at all. Double checked the points. Everything seemed to be working. I took the test meter and I checked up to here, up to the coil. Coil's bad. Strangely enough, the coil is bad. Well, never know. That could be why they took this whole thing apart and said, oh, let's just rebuild the motor. It's not getting spark. And the magneto was missing out of the original engine. So I'm thinking they thought maybe there was something wrong. I don't know why, but it's just a coil. So I have another coil right here. Cord's a little extra long, but it's got everything on it that I need, because in here is the other coil, which if you want to know how that comes out, very simple, guys. Got two 10mm bolts right here. So we're going to take this out and we'll drop the coil. All right. Ooh, look at there. Got my drill on the way. I guess I should aim a little higher. I should paint that too. And you disconnect the wire, which I already did on the inside. So there it is. I'm going to double check this coil, make sure it is bad. I don't see no fluffy marks where he chewed on it. So, and it's not grounded out. So, all right, let's put the new coil on. All right, now we got the coil hooked up. Let's see, do I got this on? I don't have power yet, so let me get the power hooked up here. Yeah, I just use the battery charger for now. I just don't want to kill a new battery. All right, and I think I got juice. Okay, first I got my arm in the way. Okay, we got spark. Just want to make sure I had spark before I go ahead and set that motor up in there in case that coil, you know. Good thing I didn't. Now, also, by the way, guys, you see this wiring mess here? It's all ripped up and broken. Well, here's your on and off switch. This wire, which is tore off right here, there's a black wire and a black-white wire. Now, those wires, as you can see, I kind of just did a kind of a crazy looking thing here. Instead of using a jumper wire, just use my pliers. I went to black and also went to the white and black. You know, because that way it won't spark without it. Like, you just connect this wire, it ain't gonna spark. That has to be connected to the black. So this wire here goes directly to the coil. And those black wires that are right here, that bunch, that whole bundle of wires are the positive side when you're turning on a key. All right. I think I'm ready to mount this engine now. Maybe. Not really sure. Gotta look it over and make sure. Got my wiring nightmare going on here. All right. Let's get it done. Well, let's see if I can get this motor mounted now. Without having any problems, right? Right. Okay. Actually, I got to take this carb off. This one is different from the ST90. So we're just going to remove that. I'm not going to use it. We'll hang on to that gasket because that's a new gasket. I forgot I put that on there. Alrighty now. Cable's in my way. I have electrical to plug in. Somewhere. Where'd it go? Oh, actually. Whoa. I'm working ahead of myself, guys. Whoa. Let's put the tank in. It's so much easier, a lot easier to put this tank in with the engine off. And I got a plastic tank with, I got a gray hose. But it works. Let's see. I was going to try that, see if it, hey, it looked around the motor. Guess we'll need that. There we go. And I have, make sure all that's out of the way. In fact, let's put this on. Yeah, line it up. That'll work. And then remember these? These were the wedges. Go right in between that gas tank there. I mean, this is different. I mean, this has a wedge for this cut for the tank. So I want to at least put one wedge in there. Keep that gas tank from bouncing around. I mean, it's not in there. It's not in there that loose. So I just want to wedge it so it stays in there nicely. I want it to be nice. Actually. There we go. A little wedged in there. Let's make it official. Oh yeah. Nice and wedged. That's right. Now, We got that established. We got this extra long hose. More stuff in the way. Let's race this up. Well, here we go. Yeah. Oh boy. Maybe I ought to put my gloves on for this one. My hands are already half dirty as it is. I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, look at that. It's gonna look good, guys. Of course, here I'm telling you not to pinch the wire. What did I do? Wire's not in the proper spot. We'll get it done. And my Sergeant U.S. Marines box is here. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it, but I thought it was really awesome history there, buddy. All right. Till tomorrow. Good night, guys. Oh, hey, guys. Ha! It's a new day for me. Not a new day for you. But I got the engine, got some longer bolts I found, fasteners. I put them on. Motor's nice and tight now. Not we're going to wiggle off. I think it'll stay the same. Also, today, I went and bought myself a brand new DeWalt Impact. DeWalt's. Not sponsored. Just by me. Because I love using DeWalt. And you guys are going to see me open this the first time. I haven't opened it yet. Nice salesman or representative today they had a big thing at the hardware store today, and I didn't even know it. I went up to the post office to deliver packages, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go in. I went around the corner and there it was. They had sale. So I got a good deal. In fact, the representative was really nice and even gave me a battery. And I don't want to say his name because maybe he don't want. I didn't ask him. So anyway, he also gave me. Look at this, guys. I got myself a t-shirt. Woo! Yeah! Nice one, too. I'm not going to wear that out here. 100 years, DeWalt's. Thank you. If you're watching this, I gave him a card. If you're watching this, thanks, dude. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to use this tool very well. It'll end up looking like my other one. So anyway, let's get back into this. I'm going to go ahead and I got to read these instructions someday. There's even little buttons on here. 1, 2, drill. Oh yeah, screws. Heavy screws. 1, 2. Yeah, a light switch. I got to read it. Little thing you hook right here on your belt. So when I'm relaxing, eat my wings, I'll read it. But for now, I'm going to put it aside. So today, guys, we're going to mount the carburetor. Foot pegs. I gotta find a kickstand. I'm hoping we can ride this today. I'm sure you guys are like, come on, let's get into it. Come on. Get a battery. All right, we got a battery. See if it works. Nice. We'll see how much torque the sucker has. They got a real high torque one. But I don't think I'm not working on like John Deere's and semis and all that good stuff, so. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I gotta take this off. You ever get like a new tool and you don't want to scratch it? You just want to make it look nice and wax it. It'd be nice for the next 5 minutes, and that's it. Ooh, the gasket's still on there. All right. Put that aside. All right, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure this carburetor is good inside. So let's check that out. All right, guys, let's, oh, I'm missing these. I'm going to have to find a junk one, if this one ain't any good. Find some of those fitters there, so let's get this apart. Won't you come with me to a place in a little town? The only way to get there is to go straight down. You know that song? That's Silverchair. And you wait till tomorrow. Yeah! Woo! I love that part. Yeah, buddy. I haven't heard them in a while. Somehow I was listening to the XM radio, or now it wasn't XM, Pandora, and this looks pretty good in there. And I was that song came on, and I was like, "Oh yeah, wow, dude! I haven't heard this in a while." Of course, there's a new radio station in Cleveland, 100.3, I think. It's got some rock alternative music. All right. This looks kind of cruddy inside here. A little bit. I'm going to pull this out right here. That center, which you can get out if you're careful. Should be able to punch right out of there. That's tapered. I really don't like tapered. This will work. Let's get this in here. And tap it. Mary had a drink. You gonna wait till fat boy. That song's gonna go through all my head tonight, all night long. All right, let me, there it is. This is the one I was looking for. Need some better light here. Dude, come on, man. Need some better light, man, dude. All right. It looks kind of grody, but you know, technically this is actually pretty nice inside. So it's almost out. Go ahead, let me do that. Let me smash those floats. Good thing to do, right? I gotta find the right size. Hang on. I had the right size punch for that. Should separate all these punches. I don't have them all separated. There it is. Found it. Got it. All right, there it is. Okay. And it's just a... All right. I think that should fit through there. Maybe not. It could be still be too big. I think it is. I had a smaller one of these. All right, I'll tell you what, guys, what we're going to do. Let me get this carburetor cleaned up. I'm sure you've seen this done a million times. There we go. And, ooh, wow, that's pretty nasty inside that hole. So I'm going to clean that hole out pretty good. Look at that. Got water in there. Let me zoom in there for you. Yeah, so that's pretty good. I'm glad I pulled that out. So I'm going to clean this carb up, and we'll go from there. So I got the carburetor on. It's all mounted. I had to use a different carburetor because that one was kind of messed up pretty bad. So I'm using a different carburetor, which I had to put the choke in, clean a little bit of it out, found a throttle cable, found a slide. So now we got a throttle cable here. I've got the motor mounted. This took a little while. I got the exhaust mounted now. The lines are on, and the power cable, spark plug wire, and the ST exhaust. So I'm going to call it a night for tonight, and tomorrow morning we will continue. Yeah, the throttle and the lever's fine, but the perch, those switches are all bad. Never fear, new is here. I've got new. So I'm gonna have to try to feed that through that pipe. Oof, that's gonna be kind of tough. So I got another one here. Yeah, I found these at a swap meet at some time. I figured I'm gonna use them someday. Well, here's someday. It's here. Found this in a stash of stuff. I'll clean that up. All right, and then I'll change the wheels. Oh yeah. Well, let's get into this chain here. And God said, let there be light. There it is. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some links out of this chain. It's a little too long here. I do believe I could go here. Nope. Can't do that. We got to go one tooth back where this chain link is on the outside, so I could put a new link in there. And I also have a chain breaker. Now you can also do this by pounding that out. Let me zoom in on there. You could pound that out, put a socket underneath there, take a punch. It's kind of a pain in the butt. But what we're going to do here on this point is I'm going to mark this so I can take the chain off and do that. Now, there's a lot of slack in there right now with the chain. The way I have it. See how all that slack is there? Well, this is all the way up. I can bring this back to tighten this chain up after I take that link out, if this chain isn't too stretched. This is off that CL, guys. Repurpose that chain. Now, I promise I'll try to keep this in frame. So you want to put this all the way back like that. This stretches out, and you put it in like this. There we go. So you can see this. You can actually see it in action. And you'd just basically keep on going. It's been broken free. We got the old piece off. We're going to go ahead and put the link on that I have here. And then we'll tighten up. Well, actually, I should change this tire before I do all this, but that's what you do. Then we'll tighten up right there the chain. Yeah. That one was a little stuck in there because of the dirt dabbler. Little dirt doesn't hurt anybody. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm going to squeeze the other stuff in. Well, guys, she's ready. Oh, man. What a lot of work this was. Especially feeding all these wires in. These perches are new. I had to put a clutch one on that side. This side, I didn't get a brake handle yet. I need a headlight fender. I just wanted to see if I can get it to shift and run. That was the hard part. But anyway, guys, here we go. Let's take this thing for a ride. Let's see what it does. Yeah, I'm excited. neutral. Guys, that's a little bit faster than I've ever ridden an ST90. Wow. That's awesome. Whew. Yeah, all that work. Yeah, buddy. Anyway, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching on me craziness put this thing together. Yeah. Anyway, like and subscribe, guys, please. And we'll have something out next week, too. I fixed the perches. I fixed a ton of stuff. Wiring. Yeah. Talk about work. That was a challenge, but it's fun. I love it. All right, guys. You have yourself a great rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you next Sunday. You guys take care.